You are watching Travel World Online.
You are advocating that president should be from North India and mainly from Delhi. Why so? What is the logic behind it?
Okay, I'm currently the president of the Travel Agents Association of India, and actually I have seen that everything happens in the center, which is the power. Because this is where the government is. All the ministries, all the government, even the PMO's office is here, and the Prime Minister's himself. So I think the power which one needs to use to actually change this industry is now beyond just people working for the betterment in their own direct way. It has to match the thought process of the government. So the processes that I'm working on and the work that I'm trying to do and I've done in the last 5 years, it could be the refunds of the COVID, it could be the resumption of flights, it could be the airlines coming in to talk to me, it could be the visas opening. It all had to do with the government. And we worked very, very, diligently to actually connect with them, to meet them on a daily basis to drive this. So we have seen the past is actually what has made us realize that Delhi is the powerhouse and we need to be here 24/7, because the ministry calls up in the morning at 9 o'clock to say, come for a meeting at 10:30. This is the only time the minister is available or the secretary is available from the busy schedules. And no one outside Delhi can ever be here there and then to actually speak to them, meet them, and take things forward. And that is the reason I say all airlines are here, all industry partners are here, could be the hotels, could be the cruise companies, and the major thing that is here is all the embassies and the government bodies.
Second question is, what was your achievement as a president of TAAI?
Oh, my achievements in the 5 years have been many, because I think it was a very challenging time when I took over. COVID came in. So I just spoke about those. So during COVID, our biggest challenge was refunds, and that it was more than 5,000 crores of refunds, which we actually got all airlines to deliver. And we also became partners with ITA in the APJC by chairing the APJC, so that we work more congenial manner and the agents and the airlines work together much more in the future. Then even the resumption of airlines, like I just said, opening of visas, opening of borders, the right health protocols, all this came during COVID time. And not only that, we did skilling, we did MOUs with a lot of countries. So the whole process of educating the front office staff, getting in touch with the people who own travel agencies and other stakeholders, we kept doing skilling, educational programs. And once the country started opening, the airlines had a lot of challenges. We helped them to actually come back, because otherwise most of the airlines would have actually gone out of business. We kept helping them with the government, we kept helping them with the stakeholders to see how the business increases. And ease of business, ease of travel comes in for the consumer and everyone. So I think all these things made it happen. So the first 3 years literally was like we had to survive, and the next 2 years it took us to revive. The airlines were not talking to us in the right format because they were themselves struggling. And so were every stakeholder. And so were we. We were all wanting to make a quick money, quick commissions, get our businesses back. And there was a huge change, the huge shift of how the consumer or the traveler was looking at. He didn't want to go in crowded places. He didn't want to go by air. So there were a lot of challenges we had to do. So from survival to revival. Now, the next 2 years, I plan to actually make this industry move towards triumph and success. And that is why I feel we need to achieve all the milestones that we are working towards. And that is my dream, to make this forward beyond all I've done. Because if I start talking about the work that we've done in the 5 years, believe you me, not one day, not 1 hour. I think I've given 24/7 to this industry back in every format. And no one can today say that they've ever called me and I've not taken their call. It cannot be. If I don't, I always call them back, because I know they're calling me up not just to talk, but they're also calling me up because they are stuck with something. And I'm the first person to hold out my hand to say, please, I'm here and I will always stand with you to work for you and help you out.
Seeking for another term, what are your plannings and what are your members expecting from you?
See, most of the members I've been speaking to in the last couple of days, especially during this election time, I've seen that they all want me to, continue to do the good work, and they're also wanting me to, finish what I'm doing, because everyone knows I'm working towards a few goals whom I keep meeting, talking to. So I will just say three things that I'm very confident about, though my list is around six things. That the aviation, because that's my first thing, because even during this COVID time, we a lot of airlines were struggling, and also that we had go first went away, and so I saw that the insurance program really need of the hour, so that the protection of finances from all defaulting domestic airlines comes into place. But one thing was very good, that during this time, before my term, we've also got the all ITA airlines which are on BSP to have an 45 days money in the escrow account, so we are protected. Our finances are protected if anything happens tomorrow. But the domestic airlines are still moving around because they are not in ITA or BSP. So we are still going to see a lot of them defaulting, especially the new airlines which keep coming and going out, having difficulty to survive. So protection of finances from all defaulting airlines is something I'm working on. And I feel that it's going to come into place very, very soon, because I'm not working with insurance companies. I'm working with the government to see this forward, because they have to be a part and parcel of our growth. And that's why I'm involving them. And all this that we are struggling with aviation during ticketing authority or fare structures are all going to be looked into. And second, I always say revenue enhancement is very, very important. So I'm trying to enhance the earnings of all the members and the industry to benefit, going beyond airlines, so that we can do off the products on beyond the airlines, to that they actually protect and give us commissions. And the last I'm saying, which is very strong, leaving the skilling and other things that I plan to do, change of the memorandum of articles of associations, because I've seen there's a huge lacuna and huge gap between in articles, and we need to correct those, and move towards a better future. But another thing which I'm advocating for is taxes. So I need to see TCS go away or reduced, and also see rationalization of GST and IGST credit inputs to be given to my members, because I think these things are what we require to make a good earning, and to say that we have established a very healthy environment for the industry. So these things are going to be happening very soon, because I'm working very diligently, not only with the stakeholders, even all the airlines included, but the government in both ways, with all the stakeholders who could give us, commissions and protect our and increase our revenue in different formats. I'm working on them. And of course, the taxes also, I'm working very closely with the Finance Ministry and the PMO office, and along with Ministry of Tourism, to take this forward.